Slum 1200 GGI mob shit, and I'm back. So tonight we gonna be talking about Black Troy out the Magnolia Project. Long live Troy, man. Long live LaTroy. So I would know Troy for a long time. I could say I come to knowing about Troy about, I'm probably say when I was probably in about the 7th grade in Worcester, in Carter G. Worcester Middle School. And Troy seemed to always be like a troubled adolescent or whatever. You know, a lot of us was troubled teens and used to get into a lot of different things when we was younger, but Troy was ahead of us as far as, you know, he was real young, robbing and doing all type of different things that we hadn't even gotten into yet. Excuse me. So Troy would allegedly, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly, Troy would wind up I think trying to rob somebody at the store on in between Washington and Robinson. It used to be I forgot what the name of this store actually was, but it was right next to Lee's Tree Bar. If y'all familiar with the Magnolia Project, or you know you familiar with that area, you will remember what bar I'm talking about. They had a bar that used to sit right there called Lee's Tree, and something else. A lot of different things happened by this bar, but they had another particular incident that happened by this bar, and a certain individual it happened to that I'm gonna speak on too. And long live that person. But Troy would wind up catching juvenile life. Troy would wind up robbing the store and killing one of the people in the store, if I ain't mistaken, and wind up catching juvenile life for the situation. And he would do it. I think he would do like 7 years in LTI somewhere. I won't say Troy was in Monroe though, in jail, because I actually ran into Troy in 1996 in CYC, and he was about to come home from jail. Yeah, he was actually about to be released, because they was taking a lot of people that had juvenile life and things like that, and they was sending them back down here and putting them on maximum security in Conchetta. That was a little juvenile facility on Tulane. But a lot of these people that they were sending back down from doing juvenile life was too old to actually be on the till with us. You feel me? They was like 17, 18, you know, some people 21, because that's what it was. When they give you juvenile life, 9 times out of 10 back then, you're going to be in jail till you're 21. So a lot of these people that hadn't came back from upstate was actually adults now, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't put them on the till with us because we were still juvenile. So Troy would do that time for that and come home. But in the midst of that, you know what I'm saying, and you know, once I was in jail, while I was in there with him and he was on the opposite side, I would hear a lot of stories about him from jail, like, you know, the type of stuff he was doing in jail. And Troy really was wild in jail. Like, I'm talking about raping niggas, you know what I'm saying, like doing all type of just convict tore up ass shit, you know what I'm saying. And when he come home, I would bump into him several times, you know what I'm saying. Like, I always seen him all the time, because he hung around like some of the areas I always was around. Like, he always was around Julio. You feel me? Like, if anybody remember Julio's store, that's where all the vultures hung at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are just sitting in the project in a driveway and in a courtway in certain parts of the project right there off of LaSalle Street and just stalk Julio. You feel me? So anything could happen to you going to Julio. You could be robbed, killed, you know what I'm saying? Like, just know that this was one of the most dangerous areas in Central City at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, Julio, a lot of the stores, like Brown Derby, because it's like a lot of the stores then had pay phones and stuff like that. So it's like you really had to be real cautious and real picky on what store you stop at and how you was moving back then. So Troy would get out, and I would always run into Troy. So when the stuff happened with BG Derrick, I would hear Troy's name come up in a situation, but it never dawned on me that, well, I hadn't clean forgot about this other little situation that took place before Troy come home. You feel what I'm saying? Long live my little partner, Baby D, man, Nathaniel Patterson. I'm gonna do something about D next. But Troy would come home and Derrick was signed to Troy's brother, Scory. Long live Scory. And long live BG Derrick. So Derek will be signed to Troy's brother record label. So this how they really it's really how they got around each other. So he would be signed to Troy's brothers. I mean, he would be signed to Troy's brothers record label, which was Scory. Like I say, long live Scory, man. St. Thomas Project. So I'm assuming this what really built the relationship with him and Troy, because Troy was in jail when, all of them was really running around doing their thing in the street. You know what I'm saying? Troy would be in jail the whole time. So I know he didn't know Troy prior to Troy being, Troy coming home. So Derek will go on to get deleted, you know what I'm saying? In an untimely situation, he would wind up being deleted in my neighborhood on Taladana and Liberty. I did a video on that, you know what I'm saying? I showed y'all the area, you feel me? And after that, after the incident happened, Troy's name would come up in it as one of the people who could be then allegedly hit BG Derek, you know what I'm saying? So after that happened, every time I seen him, it was like one night me and my partner were riding around Julio. We going to the store to go grab something. So we pull up in the truck. I got a blue Jimmy GMC truck at this time. It looked like the Blazer, but it's the Jimmy. It's navy blue with midnight blue with limo tint all around it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people knew my truck. It was like a 2000 GMC Jimmy truck. So we pull up on Julio. And when he see us, he spooking like, cause he can't see in the truck and shit. So he really trying to get back on the opposite side of the street by the project. So now me and my partner watching them, because him and his partner, him and Viney, long live Viney, they looking out the driveway at us like watching us. So, that made me just stay in the truck and my partner got out. So now I'm just keyed in on them, watching them. So that blew over or whatever. But it just was funny to me how he went to moving prior to Derek being deleted. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was on super spook mode, you feel me? So he would go on to, be moving around and putting off all type of acts for like a year prior to Derek being deleted, and he would wind up being deleted. You know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to run down on some pictures of Lil Troy, but it's kind of hard to find pictures. If they got any pictures out here, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be of him being upstate in jail in LTI somewhere, or Monroe somewhere. But he wasn't out here long enough to actually, do his thing or none of that, you feel me? So you wouldn't really see no pics of Troy out here like that, you know what I'm saying? But long live Troy, man. Troy definitely was a wild boy, since a youngster, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. And it definitely was alleged that, he did that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm about to do another video, and I'm gonna speak on my other partner and kind of like try to tie it all in for y'all can get a better understanding of what really took place and why it probably took place, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't saying he actually did this for this reason, but it's a possibility that this could have been the case, you know what I'm saying? So y'all stay plugged, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right back with that. Slum 1200 GGI.
I bleed the streets, I am the struggle. Yeah, I'm the struggle. I bleed the streets, I am the struggle. Yeah, I'm the streets. I bleed the streets, I am the struggle. Play the cuts like peroxide, waiting to bubble. Still trapping with this rapping, yeah, I'm going in. Trying to murder everything, even the pad and pen. No witnesses, no survivors. Red Cross, Glock fire, hot lava, head lost.